As a prepper, if you live in a warmer climate, you definitely want to start thinking about how to keep cool should the power go out. We've all heard the warnings from various power companies and various government officials that the grid could be taxed to the max this summer. So today, we're looking at an interesting little product that's kind of unusual for my channel, but I think it would come in handy in a lot of situations. We're actually going to test it out. Today we're looking at the Coolify2 neck air conditioner. Let's check it out. Alright, so I did put them on my neck. This thing, it feels to my skin, this feels ice cold. Let's see, the temperature on the table here is 82. And on the pad it's 77. So it's already starting to cool down. The air coming out of here is 83. But once you get on those pads, it drops down to 75. So it's gone a little lower. So it gets lower and lower as you have it on. And again, do not block these because this is where your air is being sucked in. Let's move to the next mode here. Now, if you want to turn this off at any time, you just hit the button on the side there. Now, this is F, okay? You hit this button on the side, you change modes. We're moving to fan 2 or fan 3. This will not cool off in the inside here. It just gives you a nice fan. And let me put it on for a second, because I haven't tried it in fan mode. You do feel the cool. It's not that freezing cold cool, but you do feel the cool. With the cooling mode on, you actually feel really cold around your neck. Now, if we want to put this into the heat mode, okay, we're going to pop over here. Okay, so now we have it in heat. And you just push and hold this button here, okay. Now we have it in heat, okay. Now that's heat 2, H2, and I can feel these pads already getting warm. And then H3. Now you'll notice the number it goes back to here. That's how much charge is left. That's 94%. So you'll always know about where this thing is. And I can feel these pads getting nice and warm. Let's test it out here. Yeah, look at that. 95, 94, 97, 98. That's pretty cool. And you do feel it. So that would come in handy, really, really handy. Again, I'm not going to use this for cold weather. I got this more for, I want this more for the hot out here. So let's get this out of heat mode. Okay. Again, you just push that on the side and hold it. And you're back into cooling mode. And let's see. There's fan mode. And then you push and hold. Here we go. Push and hold for heat. See? It's this button on this side. So let's get it back into cool mode. Okay. And this will take your fan up. Okay. Now we have it on C3. That's the highest it will go. We're going to let this cool me off. Take this outside and try it out and let it cool me off while I'm doing my front yard. I'll give you a look at what I'm going to be doing. It's just some weeding, and I'm putting some of these new Dollar Tree lights out. The reason I like these is because they're really handy to keep in your house during normal times because they light up your driveway. But during an emergency, these charge all day. You can put them back out there and charge all day. Take this out, leave this in the ground, and you got yourself a light inside your house. In the morning, simply just take it back out and charge it up again. So for $1 each, they're really not that bad. So we're going to take these out and put them outside. I got to do some weeding. Got to pick up the mess out there after the windstorm the other day. And we're going to try these out and see how well it works. So let me get this on my neck. I'll give you a quick look at what it looks like. And then I will show you the front yard. Alright, so here you go. It's around my neck. Following my eyes around on the camera. We're going to give it a shot and see what it's like outside after I use this. I'm going to be taking this outside and going out there and cleaning up and see how well it works. Alright, so there you go. You see our front yard definitely got a lot of weeds in the center there. I'm going to pull out some of those. I'm going to spray down some more of them with some weed killer. We're going to replace those lights down the driveway. I'm just going to work outside and see how this would feel. I don't have it on right now. I'm going to show you. I'm putting it on my neck. And we're going to see if this cools it off any. It's a little bit warm out here still. It's still early morning, but it's starting to get a little warm. So we'll see how well this works for cooling me off. Alright, so I got to say, I'm back inside. That thing was extremely comfortable. It really cooled your neck off. It made me feel as if it was a little bit cooler outside. It definitely did what it was supposed to do. So I'm definitely impressed with it. Alright, let's get back on the table and finish up the video. Alright, so I got to say, it started out hot out there. It started to get a little windy. And I got to say, this thing kept me cool the whole time. Normally, even in windy conditions out here, you feel like you're in a hairdryer, and it's really annoying. So this thing did its job. I'd like to try it on a little bit of a hotter day, like when we get into the 100 and teens, 110, 115. And I probably will be trying it out then. But for what it did today, it is 102 out there right now. For what it did today, I'm happy with it. I really got to say, it definitely did its job. It's going to make life a whole lot easier. I was out there for about 45 minutes. Let's see where we're at on my charge. All right. I'm going to let it sit for a minute and run, then it'll tell me the charge on it. Last I saw 77. I was going to say, last I saw it was 77. So, definitely cool. I'm very pleased with it. Those things are cool already. I'm really liking it. It definitely did its job, did what it was supposed to do. And it was comfortable. It wasn't obnoxious around my neck. That was the one thing I thought about. I know there's a lot of people that don't like stuff around their neck, and I hate it too. So, for me, it was perfect. It wasn't overly heavy. It didn't feel like it was choking me. Again, it expands pretty large. Didn't feel like it was heavy or any kind of big weight on me. Really, really comfortable, really easy to use, and gotta say, it will get a lot of use out here. It'll definitely get a lot of use out here in the heat. I want to turn it off. So, what does it cost? They're not cheap, but I gotta say, this one's built like a tank, and it really feels like a quality build. This is $179. So it's not super cheap, but if you live in an area where you don't have backup air conditioning, and you're sitting, say, in an apartment somewhere where you're used to having central air from the building or whatever, and that goes out, something like this can keep you cool. Now for me, I'm going to use this thing, I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to definitely use it outside when I'm doing gardening or any kind of outdoor activity whatsoever. Once it gets super, super hot. I won't be walking around with this in the winter probably, but when I'm out there and doing physical activity, say in a yard, working with an antenna, whatever I'm doing, that will definitely come in handy for me. So yeah, they run about $179. I will put a link down below where you can check out the information over on Amazon. They are definitely surprisingly well working. I really was shocked. You've got a 3-hour charge time, up to an 18-hour use. Now that's just on the fan, okay? Your air conditioner, your neck air conditioning, cooling on top speed will run about 2.5 hours. Heat will run about 5 hours. It's a 4,000 milliamp hour battery, and all in all, gotta say, I was out there for 45 minutes and it was still at 77%, and I was running it at high, at high cooling, so I can't really complain about that. It looks like it does a little bit better than they say. Anyway, folks, that's the video. Do check out the link for it down below. Gotta say, for something like this that I thought would be an expensive toy, it's actually probably going to work pretty darn well for what I need it to. You can't carry an air conditioner around with you all the time, so something like that, definitely going to help me out outside. Like I said, links down below. Check them out. Below that is our Amazon affiliate store. Don't forget to check that out. I usually put everything that I can review that's on Amazon or in Amazon in that store. If it's cheaper somewhere else, I'll let you know. But sometimes people want to read the specs on Amazon and see what it's about. Below that, we have our freeze-dried wholesaler. Okay? Freeze-dried wholesaler, you use my link, you save 15%. You can check out my video yesterday. This food is food you can actually cook and make meals out of. During an SHTF event, you won't be stuck there with your Mountain House bags, stirring your water up and eating it out of the bag. You're actually going to be able to make real food. We made sesame chicken yesterday, and it was really, really, really good. So do check them out. The link saves you 15%. Below that are My Patriot Supply. That's preparewithiridium.com, preparewithiridium.com. We do have a 4-week kit right now on sale. $50 off 4 weeks of food for your family and you. Below that, we have the 3-month kit, and that's $150 off. Stuff's affordable to begin with, and if you have nothing, it's a definite good starting point. It can be mixed with canned goods or whatever. There's all sorts of stuff there. There's rices and stuff you can throw in your canned chicken, whatever. Really comes out really well, but you can also eat it just plain, and I have, and it's really good food. So that's preparewithiridium.com, and below that is our Thrive Life link. Do check that out if you're interested in getting started in Thrive Life freeze-dried food. I'm going to go play with this a little bit more now, and I will talk to you guys later. If you have any questions about the unit, please feel free to leave them down below. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.